Hi, my name's Gianna, and today we're gonna do a Rituel de Fille kind of review, complete with swatches. I've purchased so many of their products at this point that it's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, and you may notice that my background's different. This is like a window in my bedroom. I just kind of wanted to switch it up just because dragging your cosmetics up and down the stairs can be kind of annoying at times, and I didn't feel like dragging everything that I purchased from them downstairs, which seems lazy, and it is, and well, we're just gonna deal with that. But anyway, this is a face full of basically Rituel de Fille product. The only things that aren't Rituel de Fille are the mascara, which is the Kosas Big Clean, I think it's called, Big Clean mascara. And then my eyebrows, which is just like a black powder. And my foundation, which is Gressa Serum Foundation, although I did use their concealer. And you could use it as a foundation. I've done that at times. I just didn't feel like using it all over my face. I don't know. But yeah, everything else, the eye colors, the liner, the concealer, the highlighter, the blush, and the lip color, all Rituel de Fille. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so basically I wanted to give a little lowdown of what Rituel de Fille is kind of about and like what their little brand history is. Essentially, it was started by three sisters, the Ramos sisters, they're all artists in their own respect. I think one of them or several of them are makeup artists, but essentially they were inspired by creating a line that was not only cruelty-free and fueled by like pure ingredients, but also something that felt ritualistic and magical, and that's definitely reflected in their brand packaging and their kind of vibe, which I really love, and I think that's a big reason why people are so attracted to them. And also their products are amazing. They use minimal ingredients, so like I think they have a goal every time they formulate a product to use like 5 ingredients or less or something like that, to minimize the amount of like filler in a product and maximize the amount of pigmentation you get in their cosmetic products. A lot of the ingredients they use are organic, although not everything is, and they're Leaping Bunny certified cruelty-free, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I don't know, I just really love their products, and I feel like I've been using them for many years now at this point, so I thought, why not do an actual review, because I've been using them so long and I always use them repeatedly in all of my tutorials. Also, if you want to get the like kind of details of what colors I used, I will post this look on Instagram as a reel at some point if I haven't already, which I probably have at this point if you're watching this in the future. But yeah, so go look for that on Instagram. I'm at Green Beauty Glamours. I did change my handle, so yeah, find me at Green Beauty Glamours, and I'll link it in the description below as well. Or DM me if you get lost and I'll help you out. But yeah, let's get into the products. So I have like 4 Ashen Ember eye soots. I have like 4 or 5 lipsticks, I think I have 3 of their highlighters. I have their Thorn oil primer oil, whatever it's called, it just came out. And then I have 2 of their Color Nectar pigment balms, which are essentially like blushes, but you could totally use them as you know, whatever you want. And then I have their I think it's called like something Conceal and Correct or something, and it's their concealer in the lightest color because obviously I'm pale. So let's get into swatching this as we discuss. Okay, so first and foremost is their newest product, which is the Thorn Oil Priming Facial Elixir, and this is essentially an organic face oil that you can use to prime your skin for makeup, and specifically probably for their products. But I've been using it generally. Ooh, I almost dropped it. But yeah, I've been using it pretty generally, like just whenever I apply makeup, because I love applying face oils before I apply my foundation. I just like the finish that it gives. It's pretty much an entirely organic blend of face oils, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's like certified organic. And it's all rose oils, which, you know, gives the name Thorn oil. And it definitely smells very strongly of rose, and like not my favorite scent, but it's not bad. And if you enjoy florals and it's a motorcycle, I live in the city, guys, then you'll probably like this one. It also gives like a rosy tint to the skin and brings like a lot of circulation to the skin. Like I noticed, like I'm pretty pale, but like when I use this, my skin's like noticeably flushed after, I don't know. But yeah, you pretty much shake it every time you use it. You can kind of see that like there's little particles of liquid. So you definitely need to shake it well before you use it, and then you just kind of apply 7 to 10 drops on your skin. I'm just gonna apply 1 drop so you can kind of see what I mean about the like color. So when you kind of like go to rub that in, well, it's not doing it on my hand, but it definitely does look a little like flushed on my cheeks. So that's that, and it does give like a really silky finish, so you definitely feel like, oh my god, it's like now that I'm filming there's like a million motorcycles going by, it's so annoying. But yeah, now that I completely lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Holy shit. But yeah, once you apply this, it does give the skin like a really silky feel. So when you go to apply your makeup, it goes on really smoothly and gives like that dewy, fresh look. If you don't like that, then you might find that you'll want to use like a setting powder or something, but it does have like a really nice effect on the skin. The only thing I don't like is like, it's like leaking on the top, so that's kind of annoying. Anyhow, that's the Thorn oil primer. Okay, so the next product I have is the NYX, okay, it's called the Ethereal Veil Conceal and Cover, and it's essentially like their concealer, although you could use it as a concealer and foundation if you wanted to, or you could buy it in like 2 or 3 different colors and use it as like concealer, foundation, and contour if you wanted. Like the shades are really great and they have a lot of options. They don't have as many options as I feel they should have, but they have a decent amount. It's not just like 4 colors, if that makes sense. All of their products pretty much come in these little compacts, which are really cute. They have little stars on them, say Rituel de Fille. So, you know, you can see that ritual, like not fantasy, but like alchemy magic vibe of it. This is what NYX looks like. It's almost gone. I basically hit pan. I've had this one a while. And this is what NYX looks like. It pretty much blends really well with my skin tone. So yeah, you can barely see that swatch. I'm like really having to like get right up on it. But yeah, that's pretty much what the color looks like. It's perfect for my under eyes. I don't know really what more to say about it. It uses minimal ingredients, as they all do, and the like creamy compact colors or whatever allows them to just like stick to basic pigment ingredients and like plant oils. So there's nothing wasted and they last a lot longer, if that makes sense. And yeah, works for my skin tone, so I'm happy with it. And it's a really good foundation, or sorry, concealer. And again, I have used it as a foundation, but I noticed that NYX is better for me as a concealer because I'm not as pale as, like, this is a pale, slightly paler color that I use for under my eyes, but then if I use it all over my face, I get kind of like a vampire look. So if I'm not going for like a vampy look that day, then like it can be a little dramatic. So that's just something to keep in mind if you're looking for like your skin color, and or if you're trying to use it as a concealer. Like keep in mind you might have like a slightly different color for your under eye needs versus like, or concealer needs versus like your entire face. Okay, so next I wanted to show you the highlighters that I have. The first one I purchased is Moon Pillar. Oh my god, there's a hair in this. No, get out. Okay, Moon Pillar. It's this really pretty kind of violet shifting tone. They call their highlighters Rare Light Cream Luminizers. They have like a bunch of versions of kind of highlighting colors. But yeah, this one shifts kind of pink violet. And it's really pretty. I like it because I have yellow toned pale skin. And so sometimes when I like use like golden tones, it just makes me look too tan and it has like the opposite effect of what I'm going for. Okay, so this is Moon Pillar. You can see it has like a pink violet shift to it. So I really like that one. And then I also have Halo, the Rare Light Cream Luminizer. And it looks like this in the pot, pan, whatever. And this one has, again, like a pink gold shift. And I'll swatch that one for you. It's more of a golden one. I would say Moon Pillar I really like using in the winter when I'm a little paler. And then like this Halo color in the summer when I'm a little more tan. You can see it's like more of like a peach, pink, golden shift to it. And then finally I have this Aurum, Alchemist Aurum Highlight Intensifier. So this is actually a topper. It's not a highlight on its own, although you could use it for that purpose if you wanted to. And I'm just gonna swatch this with my finger because it's really creamy, and like you'll see based on the, so that's what it looks like on my finger, and it's like really glittery. So you can see how it's just like a glitter topper. You could use this on like your eyeshadow for like kind of that gold foil look, or just over the top of your highlighters like I like to use. I use it with a really light hand, but like if you're super into glitter, then you know you probably will really enjoy like just packing this shit on, so more power to you. Okay, so the next things I want to show you are the Ashen Ember eye sets. I feel like I've shown many of these already over the years, but like they last forever and ever and ever, and it's really difficult to pan. I feel like unless these were like the only eyeshadows that you used, then it's gonna take you a long time to get through these. I'm trying to take the little lids off. They look like little ink pots, which is super cute. The only complaint about Rituel de Fille is that they don't actually use super eco-friendly packaging, so it is plastic, acrylic, I think, which can be kind of annoying, you know. I mean, in this day and age, like I wish that they would be a little more forward. I understand that's more affordable, but like it's not more affordable in the grand scheme of the planet. Okay, so let's just go through these. So I have 4 shades. I have Divinus, which is this really beautiful golden champagne color. You can sheer it out so it's like more like really like sheer champagne, and then like the deeper you go with like packing on the pigment, the more it's gonna look like golden. So that's like full pigment, but like I've used it today on my inner corners, and you can see it looks like a little more yellow gold, and I didn't pack on the color as much as like here. Okay, so then I also have Love Spell, which is this beautiful copper color, and that one swatched, like you can really, so I used it here in my like crease, and it can be really intensely copper or just like, you know, blended out, so it's just a little like slight brown, but it looks like that. And then I have this color, which is beautiful, especially if you like vampire-y, like red eye makeup looks. This is Viscera. It's really beautiful. And let's swatch that for you. Here's Viscera. I love this color so much. It really makes hazel eyes pop. So that is Viscera up full pigmentation. It probably could be even a little more pigmented than that, but like I don't want to like dig into these pots. And then finally I have a more recent purchase, which is Serpent, and it's this really pretty purple color. I actually don't have a lot of purple colors, so I was very excited about this one. And I'm wearing it today, but you can't really tell. It's like blended a little bit with the Love Spell, so it looks a little more pink, but you can see like a shift of like pink and purple. So it's really pretty, and you can wear it this pigmented, which is super pigmented, or as I've like blended it out. So yeah, really versatile colors. Like that's one of the things that I think keeps drawing me back in, is that their colors are so versatile in the sense that you can sheer them out and wear them really subtly or just like really dramatically, and it completely changes the color payoff, like the look of it, I guess. So yeah, that's those. I also have their orb liquid, what's it called? It's called the Black Orb Enigmatic Eyeliner. It's basically like a gel eyeliner, and it's in the color Abyss, which is just really strong black color. I'm wearing it now. I've applied it very lightly, believe it or not. If you wanted it to be like super black, you could definitely achieve that. And I'm gonna swatch it so I can show you how dark it gets and like how much you could sheer it out if you wanted to, but like it's super black, so you could sheer it out if you wanted, or make it just like one really black line. So yeah, and there's like a crap ton of product in here. Like this feels really heavy, so this is probably gonna last me forever, and it's gonna expire before I can even use it, I feel. So yeah, the one thing I will say about the eyeliner though is that if you want it to last all day without smudging, because it is a creamy gel liner, then just set it with a black powder and it'll last way longer and won't smear or anything like that. I haven't had major problems with it smearing, but like, you know, some people are really like finicky, and I feel like as a day goes on, especially if you live in California like me, then maybe you would want real staying power, and like this will melt off your face eventually. Like, it's a cream product, so just keep that in mind. All right, so these are the color Nectar pigment balms. I have Bloodflower, which looks like this in the pan. It has kind of a different color when you actually apply it, so I'm going to show you. This is Bloodflower, so you can see that like in pan it looks quite different. And it's more of like a red color, but like I'm wearing it on my cheeks mixed with this other color that I have, and the other color I have is called Snapdragon, which is an orange. So it's like mixing a red and an orange for this kind of color. Like, it looks totally different sheared out. So don't be intimidated by the fact that this looks red, although you could wear it as like an orange red lip color if you wanted to, like a lip sheer, and that would be really pretty. Or even on your eyes, like I've seen them do like editorial spreads where they use it on the eyes of their models, and it just looks really pretty. Okay, so this is Snapdragon, looks super orange, and this is Snapdragon swatched. It's more like a bright orange. It's a little more true to the pan color, I would say. But yeah, like these are really versatile and pretty, and I never thought that I'd be able to wear colors like this. Like, these seem really dramatic and bright, but sheared out, they give like such a beautiful, unique skin look. I don't know how to describe that. They're not as like naturally wearable as like, I don't know, Kira Weiss pink blushes. Like, those are just so easy to wear and you can't really fuck it up. You might be able to fuck these up because they're a little bright if you put too much on, but if you have like a deeper skin tone, oh my god, these would be so freaking beautiful because you can kind of get away with packing on more color and like bringing out the depth in your skin, and it would be so beautiful. Someone pale like me really can't get away with that. I start to look really clown-like if I go too far. But you know, I mean, some people like that really dramatic kind of cinematic theatrical look. So if that's something you're going for, like these are definitely capable of achieving that. So yeah, definitely capable of like a subtle diffuse look, and then also something more dramatic if that's something you want, because the pigmentation is definitely there. Okay, and finally I wanted to share all the lipsticks that I've purchased from them, which are a lot. The first one is Carnal. This is probably my favorite, most worn color from them. It looks like this in the tube, pretty much reflects this color too. I'm wearing Carnal mixed with a couple other colors, so yeah. This is Carnal on its own. Looks pretty similar. It's a little more mauve pink on its own than like how I'm wearing it, which is mixed with a darker color. Okay, and then I have Lilium. This is like a weird, like, it's weird to me, but I feel like it would look really pretty on someone who is more tan. Okay, so this is Lilium. It's like a gray tone, like a cool tone brown, nude color. And you can see how that would be like really pretty on someone who actually like had a deeper skin tone. Oh my god, it would be amazing. Me, it looks like I'm a little dead, but it does mix really well with like pink or like red colors. Okay, so this is Black Thorn. This is more like a purple burgundy, I think. I don't know. Some of these don't really reflect like how they actually look in the tube. This looks super purple in the tube, but yet like when I swatch it, yeah, it looks pretty purple, honestly. This is pretty true to the tube. But yeah, when I show you like Fortune Teller looks pretty purple, and yet it's not, so can be a little deceptive. Okay, then I have Conjurer and Fortune Teller. I feel like I didn't pick these based on colors. I picked them based on name because I'm shallow. And I'm just like, that's a cool name, let's try that one. Okay, so this is Fortune Teller. In the tube, it looks pretty like it's gonna be just as dark as the other one, and yet it's like a really bright red. So deceptive a little bit. And then finally we have Conjurer. Oh my god, if I can get it off. I have so much oil on my hands. Okay, so this is what it looks like in the tube, and swatched, it looks like this. Like a pretty, I don't know, purple burgundy, maybe, not burgundy, like, I don't know, deeper lilac, muted lilac, I don't know. It's pretty, that's all you really need to know. So that's pretty much everything. That's all the swatches done and everything like that. I know this review is shorter than like my typical reviews, which last like, I don't know, 20 to 35, sometimes 40 minutes. But there's a lot less to say about makeup, which you just pretty much wear for how it looks. And I wanted to keep this simple and straightforward because I really love this brand and I think they're amazing. You can try them at Safe and Chic. They have a lot of the products I've mentioned here, and get 10% off with my code STORY10. So that's pretty cool. I will put that down in the comments, the description, sorry. And you can try them out through safeandchic.com if you want to save a little bit of money. Otherwise, obviously, ritueldefille.com is where you can find everything that they offer, including the new Thorn oil, which is amazing. Anyway, these, again, swatches of the really pretty lipsticks. And then, oh my goodness, like the highlighters, like the Ashen Ember Ice that's here, the eyeliner, all the highlighters, color Nectar Balm. So many cool things. Anyway, yeah, so hopefully you found this helpful. And if you did, let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and staying subscribed in spite of the fact that I haven't been posting. I just haven't felt inspired, and there's a lot of shifts going on in my life right now, and I just don't feel like making videos. So yeah, if you want to keep up with me, you can always DM me on the internet at Green Beauty Glamours on Instagram, and, you know, hit me up other places as well, or just leave me a comment. I always reply to comments. And if you're interested in astrology, I have an astrology podcast called the Astrology Witch Podcast, and it's on pretty much every listening platform, including Spotify and Apple. I also have another podcast I do with my boyfriend called The Christian and the Witch, which talks about Christianity versus like paganism and witchcraft, and like, I don't know, that one gets a little more political. So if you're interested in that, definitely check that out, again, on all those listening platforms. And yeah, hopefully you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are having a great spring so far. We're like almost into summer at this point, almost, well, we're like in mid-spring, I guess. So hopefully you guys are doing well and having a great season so far, and I will see you next time. Bye.